That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the man, and right away he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
A handoff left, Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Again, it's Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Ask them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
So now then, the big loss sets up 2nd and 19. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
A give to Elliott running left. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
On 3rd and short, to give to the tight end. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
It's a keeper with, and it's out. He put it on the carpet. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Second down, another shot for Jones. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. We're scoreless after one. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And it's a Packers touchdown. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now Prescott on 4th down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Solid effort by Jair Alexander there defensively.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Rodgers going to throw. Open man, here's Cobb. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already very much short of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation. Give me a...
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score from the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. The 30. 10. 5. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Rodgers. Past the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick slant to Watson. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Dillon will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, His teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 53. 26.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Elliott running right. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
The give is to Elliott. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, He often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rodgers now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A give to Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 153 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On 2nd down, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes him susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Kill.
Inside give to Elliott. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Marr able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one seemed going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bryan Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It's complete. Lazard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Back to throw. Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man. That's Lazard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now Rodgers. This is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. 35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On second down, Elliott once more. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a camper on this game.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, it wasn't always pretty.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got